Hi everyone. Just a quick one today. I thought I would jump on and just remember when you jump on, say hi so I know that you're there. I only get to see for those of you who've never done a Facebook Live, I only get to see how many people are online. I actually don't know who's online at the time. So when you jump on, just say hi, give me a wave, give me an emoji. And yeah, let me know you're online, whether you're watching this live or recorded. So I know that you're on. And the thing I wanted to speak about today is something I get asked about a lot. So it's nothing about treatment, it's nothing about injury management, it's about the cost of healthcare. And it's a little bugbear that I've got, I suppose. And there's lots of misconceptions out there. So I just wanted to clear up a few things and hopefully help you out make some decisions in the future in terms of what your health is costing you or what your injuries are costing you. So I just wanted to start with health insurance, so private health insurance. Some people can afford it, some people can't. Okay, and it's not about the haves and the have-nots. It's actually about you getting value out of your private health insurance. So a few little tips that I share with my clients when they ask me, should I get health insurance? Well, it really depends on your financial situation, and I am no financial advisor by any stretch of the imagination. In any universe am I a financial advisor. So this is really just going off my experience. With private health insurance, what you need to look at is a few different factors. You need to look at the monthly cost of your private health insurance. You also need to look at what is covered, so the different services that are covered. So you might have a more basic cover that just covers things like general dental, physio, chiro, osteo, and maybe not even optical for a really basic cover, okay? Then what you want to look at is the benefit that you get back. So you might be paying $200 to $300 a month for your private health insurance. And when you come to the physio, like for instance, I charge $80 for a standard consultation. So that's for a half-hour consultation. You might go to the physio, and some covers a very popular cover that a lot of people have with a very popular private health insurance company in Australia. You get $21.70 back. So you're paying, I wouldn't know how much that insurance is, but like a family cover, they start at about $150 for hospitals and extras. Okay? So you think about it, you're paying $150 a month and you're getting $21.70 back from an $80 consult. It's not great value. So you think about what I would do is actually look at, okay, what services do you use? So do you go to the dentist? Would you go to the dentist if you had private health insurance? Okay, so think about those two distinctions. How much of each service would you use and what benefit are you getting back from those services? Because that's basically going to be your out-of-pocket expense that you're going to save if you had private health insurance. Is that amount per month, per fortnight, per year more than what it's going to cost you to have that private health insurance? Okay? And it may be worth something that I have suggested to some of my clients who are really pretty fit and healthy is have your hospital cover, because hospital cover is always good to have because hospital bills can be in the tens of thousands of dollars. And it also saves on your Medicare levy as well in terms of your tax. Have your hospital cover, but drop your extras. And put that money that you would normally have in your extras into a savings account that you don't touch. And then when you need to come and see me, you pay for it out of that. And then you're getting 100% rebate, so you can pay for your entire consult out of those savings. So it's just something to think about. I am by no means, I personally have private health insurance and I personally have extras. Okay, so I'm not saying don't have extras, but just look at the value. Don't pay for it just because you're using the service, because some people are not getting the value of money that they would like or they think they're getting from their private health insurance. And things like, your services that you're not going to use terribly regularly, like physio, hopefully, is something that you may be able to just pay out of pocket. So just something to think about. If you are looking at getting private health insurance and you haven't already, and there is a waiting period, you may also be eligible. I'm not sure whether you're aware or not, but you may be eligible for physio through Medicare. So Medicare offer 5 services through the Medicare system for allied health. So that can be speech pathology, it can be physio, it can be podiatry. There's quite a few different services that you can claim through this system. But it's called a chronic disease management plan. And so it's something that you need to go to your GP and discuss with your GP, and they can actually determine your eligibility for that, for those services, and they can be split. You don't have to have 5 with one service. You can have 2 podiatry and 3 physio, or you can have a speech pathologist and 4 physio. It just really depends on what your needs are. Okay, so that's another thing that can just sometimes bridge that gap between getting private health insurance and Medicare. So just something to think about. Then just looking at what your health is costing you. So when people speak to me about maybe an injury that they have, I always urge them to at least go and have an assessment as early as possible. Even if they're just starting to feel a little bit of a niggle somewhere and they're just not sure whether, they need to go and get treatment on it, just go and get it assessed. And go and get it assessed by someone that you know and you trust. The worst thing you can do is leave that injury or leave that niggle, because I'll guarantee you it'll turn into something bigger if you just leave it and continue to do what you've always done. You continue to get what you've always got, okay, which is the injury that you're talking to me about. The issue when you leave it for longer, okay, let's say you come and see me when you've just got a tiny little niggle and say it's in your shoulder. Then we determine that it's actually the posture of your shoulders. Yeah, so you can see with me at the moment, I've got one shoulder that's lower than the other. So that will cause some impingement through my shoulder. So what I can do is just do some exercises to get that shoulder sitting at the same level as my other shoulder. Okay, so that only takes one consult to determine that. Do the exercises, have a review, and make sure that everything, and maybe come up with a bit of a plan for modifying your activity in that time. 2 consults. Total cost, $120 for the first consult, $80 thereafter. So 2 consults is going to be $200. Okay? If you leave that issue for, say, 6 weeks and it starts to get more, the tendons start to get more impacted, you start to get more pain, that's not going to take you 2 sessions to fix. Okay, because now you've actually got some inflammation, now you've got some irritation through that tendon, you might have a small tear in that tendon. That could take 6, 8, 10, maybe even 12 consults to fix. Okay, so if we're looking at, say, 10 consults, that is $840 of physio that you're going to need. Do you remember what it was before? 200. So 200 compared to 840. So you've put it off for 6 weeks, it's going to cost you 4 times the amount to get that same issue fixed. So I implore you, if you have any niggles, any issues, any concerns, please call. I do a free 10 to 15 minute pre-assessment. And what that pre-assessment is it's my time that I give to you for nothing so that we can have a look at the niggles. So it's literally a quick assessment to actually determine, is physio going to help you, or can you leave it, or do you need something else? Okay, so no matter the level of your injury, whether it is a really chronic injury, whether it is a really acute injury that you've just done and you need to know, is it physio now, is it physio later, is it no physio at all, call up or jump online, clearphysiotherapy.com.au, click on the book now button, or call me, text me, and just let me know you need to book in for a pre-assessment. Okay, so that's pre-assessment, at no cost. And I would rather you do that than put it off and cost yourself 4 times more than you need to, because you've put off and you're not really sure if you need to have treatment. Get it checked, get the assessment, and then come in. Okay, so I hope that's helped today, guys. Just kind of clear up a few misconceptions in terms of what the true cost of your health insurance is, and if you have it or you're debating it, just look at what's the value. Are you going to get value out of it, or are you actually just better off saving that money and using it for your someday maybe bank account? Looking at Medicare, if you need to kind of bridge that gap, you've got those 5 sessions through Medicare if you're eligible, so you just need to speak to your GP about that. And please don't put off getting treatment, okay? For me, I'd rather you put it off. I'm going to charge you 4 times more. I don't want to do that, okay? I want you to get better as quickly as possible with the least impact onto your life. So please take me up on that offer of a free pre-assessment. Jump online, call or text. All right. Have a great Tuesday. Have a great week, and I'll see you all next week. Remember, if you've ever got any questions that you want me to answer on this session on a Tuesday, you can put them in the comments next to the video, or you can private message me or text me. So I will speak to you all next week. Have a great week. Bye.